Wow. Oh, hey, my bad. I did not even see you there. I was kind of indulged in what I was looking into. You really got to read. It really brings power. Knowledge is power. And I was actually just diving into something pretty enlightening. It's Captain Underpants, The Attack of the Talking Toilets. It's actually really a good read. I'd recommend it to you, especially in full color. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Outcast Christianity. I am Marcus Reyes. If you don't know, you know what? That intro was kind of fitting because it is story time, and I'm going to use this first full real episode to kind of give testimony about myself and my life and how I kind of came to Christ. And a lot of people, when they're listening for people's testimonies, they're listening for something big, like something crazy, something amazing. Me, I was never gang affiliated. I never got hooked on substances and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people who have been, but that's not my story. I was just doing stuff that I thought was cool. And I was doing it with my brothers, my people, my friends, those who I kept closest around me. And we were doing it every day, constantly. Like, for me to be sober was abnormal. Like, that was my reality. And at that time, the biggest part of my life was music. I somewhat managed my guys who were rappers, and I was an aspiring rapper too, more so them than me. Everything that you would assume would come along with it came with it. The entire lifestyle, the nightlife, the partying, the drinking, the smoking, everything that you would expect came with it. I had to give that up once I came to Christ. I had to give up that lifestyle. And I also gave up music. Music is huge in my life. I love music, everything about it, but I had to give it up. And people say, you didn't really have to give it up. You could do something like Andy Mineo and Trip Lee and Lecrae, and yeah, that's cool for them. But I know myself, and I know that if I stayed doing what I was doing, I would slip back into what I was doing before. And I mean, look at how easily it happened to Lauren Daigle. As soon as she got some Hollywood shines, well, you know what? Let's not even get into Lauren Daigle. I just know that me and myself, my personal convictions, I can't live that. I can't do that. This was me when God found me. The life I lived was pretty toxic. It was pretty toxic. And that's something that I brought my wife into when I met her. And she was the one that was actually trying to live for Christ. And I was kind of messing her up. She wouldn't stop, which I thank God that she didn't. She wouldn't stop. She would always ask, hey, you want to go? You want to go? And eventually I did say yeah. And I thank God that I did say yeah. But at the time I was mad. I said yeah. I was hot because I go into that service that first time and this dude is talking about me. My wife didn't sit me in the back. She brought me to like the second or the third row from the front. The guy preaching looked at me a bunch of times and I felt like he was up there talking about me. I felt like he was really talking about me, which he wasn't. He didn't even know me. But he was like reading my mail. And I didn't know what to do but just sit there. I really didn't want to go back, but something kept drawing me back. And I know what that something is, but I kept going back. I was drawn. It got to a point where I was trying to do both. I was trying to do music and be with my guys, smoke trees, drink something, and then still go to church. And my boys seen what was happening. Iris was looking at me like, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to do? And it got to a point where I really had to get real with myself. But the hardest thing about doing that was trying to change who I was. It's that I didn't know how to adapt to a Christian walk, yet not lose who I was. And that's something that I wrestled with for a long time. Even after walking with Christ for, after so long, it was hard for me to change who I was. My family could see that. And it was really hurting my family, my immediate family, my brothers and my sisters and my parents. They had no idea what was going on with me. One week it's like, yeah, I'm Scully, but the next week it's like, no, I'm Marcus. Don't call me that anymore. And it was really messing with them. And it was messing with me too, because I'm having God impress on me so hard, and showing me things that I know is right, but I didn't know how to handle it. Even though I've given up that lifestyle, it's still very much a part of me. Those experiences, that way of life is embedded in me, and it makes me who I am. And God really impressed upon me that he doesn't want to change me. He doesn't want to change my past. He actually wants to use it to bring glory to his name. That's what he can do with you as well. Everything that makes you who you are, God can use that. He wants to take your past and mold it for him. And he doesn't want to change you. He doesn't want to make you some outer shell of your old self, but he wants to use who you are to bring glory to him, to help lead people who are just like you. And that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. You're not only going to hear my voice, but there's going to be other people, truly individual people who live for God. And they're kind of going to give their testimonies of how God has reached them and how they've used who they are as individuals to bring glory to God too. Some amazing people. So please stay tuned. If you haven't already, subscribe, like the channel, get the bell on. Make sure you get that bell on, but also share the video. Help somebody come across this who may feel this way. That way we can bring some kind of hope to a world that's going crazy right now. So until next time, this is Marcus Reyes with Outcast Christianity. I'll see you later.